Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever stayed late in the office? Finished tasks others avoided? Helped your teammates when they were stuck? But when promotion time came, someone else moved ahead? If this has happened to you, stay with me. Because in this video, I'm going to reveal 5 things you should stop doing immediately. And 5 things you must start doing if you want people to actually notice your work. Trust me, if you follow these points, you'll start seeing a real difference in how people notice your work. And when the stop and start lists appear on the screen, pause the video and take a screenshot so you can actually apply them. Most employees grow up believing one simple rule: work hard and success will follow. But inside companies, things work differently. Companies don't really measure effort. They measure impact, visibility, and influence. That means you can be working extremely hard, but if the right people don't see the value of your work, it may not help your career. So first, let's talk about 5 things you should stop doing. Number 1. Stop believing hard work alone is enough. Many employees believe that if they work harder than everyone else, their manager will automatically reward them. But imagine this situation. Your manager assigns a project to 3 team members. You work quietly, finish your part perfectly, and submit it on time. Another colleague shares updates in meetings, discusses ideas, and explains how the project helps the company. When senior management reviews the project, who do you think they remember? Usually the person who communicated the value, not just the one who worked silently. Hard work is important, but hard work without visibility often stays unnoticed. 2. Stop working silently. Many employees think being silent means being professional. But silence sometimes makes people think you are less involved. For example, you complete an important task for your team. Your colleague later explains the project to the manager and mentions the results. But because you didn't communicate your contribution, the manager assumes the colleague did most of the work. This happens in offices more often than people think. If you never talk about your progress, others may accidentally or intentionally take the credit. Working silently can make you invisible. 3. Stop avoiding meetings. Some employees avoid speaking in meetings because they feel nervous, or they think their ideas may not be perfect. But meetings are not just for discussion. They are also where people build professional presence. Imagine a team meeting. Your manager asks if anyone has suggestions for improving a process. You actually have a good idea, but you stay silent. Another colleague shares a simple suggestion. From that moment, the manager starts seeing that person as someone who contributes ideas. Even if your idea was better, silence made it disappear. Your voice matters. 4. Stop thinking networking is office politics. Many employees believe networking is manipulative, so they avoid it. But relationships are simply part of how organizations work. For example, if 2 employees perform equally well, managers often choose the person they know, trust, and communicate with more often. This doesn't mean favoritism. It simply means people prefer working with those they feel comfortable with. Building relationships is not politics. It's professional collaboration. 5. Stop waiting for recognition. Some employees think, if I keep doing good work, someone will eventually notice. Sometimes that happens, but many times it doesn't. Managers handle many projects, teams, and deadlines. They may not always track every detail of your work. If you keep waiting for someone to recognize you automatically, you may wait for years. Your career requires active participation, not passive waiting. Now let's talk about what you should start doing instead. 1. Start making your work visible. This doesn't mean showing off. It means communicating clearly. For example, if you solved an important problem in a project, send a short update to your manager explaining what was done and what impact it had. Something simple like just sharing a quick update. The issue we faced yesterday is now resolved and the process is running smoothly again. Now your manager understands your contribution. Visibility creates awareness. Awareness creates opportunities. 2. Focus on impact, not just effort. Working long hours doesn't always mean high value. Imagine you spend 3 days improving a small internal document. Meanwhile, another employee spends 2 hours solving a customer issue that saves the company thousands of dollars. Which work do you think leadership values more? Always ask yourself, is this task important to the business? If the answer is yes, prioritize it. Impact matters more than effort. 3. Speak up in meetings. You don't need to dominate every conversation. Even one meaningful comment can change how people see you. For example, if your team is discussing a problem, you could say, "Maybe we could try this approach. It might reduce the delay." Simple contributions show that you are thinking about solutions. That is how leaders identify potential future leaders. 4. Build professional relationships. Take time to talk to colleagues outside urgent work topics. Ask about their projects, share ideas, offer help when possible. When people know you and trust you, they naturally involve you in more opportunities. Many career opportunities come through relationships, not job descriptions. 5. Become hard to replace. If anyone can do your job tomorrow, your position becomes vulnerable. Try to develop skills or responsibilities that make you unique. For example, you might become the person who understands a specific system deeply, or the person who can manage complex client situations. When your expertise becomes valuable, people start noticing your importance. Being replaceable makes you invisible. Being valuable makes you essential. So, if you ever feel like your hard work is not being rewarded, remember this. Hard work is important, but it is not the full strategy. In the corporate world, growth comes from a combination of effort, visibility, communication, and strategic thinking. Stop working only harder. Start working smarter and more visible. Because the employees who grow fastest are not always the hardest workers. They are the ones who understand how the system actually works.